Okay, let's start the video. Tonight is the Powerball. And you can email me for the Powerball list. And I'm gonna update you on the Mega Million for last night's draw, as well as next week's draw also. And the winner's story I'll be posting also. And stay strong during the crisis. I'll keep posting more video up there to try to help you guys win. And you can subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. And use the closed caption button. And remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. And any game prediction or requests for any state or country, you can email me at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. And once again, hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. If you want to learn my system, also it goes to part 1 to part 14, 15, 16, which will be invincible numbers, and 17, 18 will be Dster triangle and the red Dster. Random generator will be generating numbers according to the breakdown and the Dster system or the red Dster system. And let's get an update on the Invincible. Invincible is simply a Dster that can go forever, beyond, has no limit. So Dster 13, 13.1, 13.2, 13.3, on and on. 13.11, 13.12, never ending. Just like the multiverse in the fiction world, never ends. Now let's talk about the TV series. And now, tomorrow is a TV series that they will be releasing an episode of Supergirl that will be new, and it's going to be hard to intake because only quite 3 episodes left. They were going to make 4, but I think it's going to be 3 episodes. It's going to be very, very hard because it's going to be a long hiatus after that. I was expecting at least 20 episodes. So we're able to see that the Overgirl absorbs too much radiation, could affect her body. So let's talk about that. So in the past, we were able to see that Overgirl getting too close to the sun, of that yellow sun radiation, making her deteriorate. So having too much radiation could affect her body, because having too much radiation her body can handle is not a good thing. So now, what happened if Supergirl did the same thing? Getting too close to the sun, would it affect her? Maybe the sun in the Earth X is different from the sun in Earth 38. Maybe there's something we don't know about that, because Overgirl is from Earth X, so maybe the sun over there is different. Because when we went to that episode of Earth X, it doesn't seem like there's any daylight in Earth X. We didn't see any daylight. Maybe that's nighttime over there. But suddenly we didn't see any daylight, so maybe there's no day. That maybe the sun over there is very different from the sun over here in Earth 38. Now let's continue. Now we know that the sun gives her the power. If she needs the power or more power, why did they not add the effect of the Harun-El to the timeline at that time? Because we know that when they did a Harun-El transfusion where the Red Daughter gave her more power. So why didn't this theory play a big impact during that timeline? We don't know. Now, even though the Harun-El gave her more power, didn't the Harun-El also save the Red Daughter? So why, with the transfusion, so why didn't Overgirl, why didn't they use the Harun-El at that time as an element to save Overgirl instead of Overgirl having to rely on Kara to live. Now we know that Ben Lockwood was deteriorating at one point from the Harun-El, and he had to use more to sustain himself. What if the Harun-El can prevent Overgirl from deteriorating so she not need Supergirl? So think about that and let me know what you think about this theory. We know that a character can be brought back without any doubt, and maybe Overgirl will be brought back again. Who knows? Now let's get back to the last night's game and some of the game that people send the winning ticket. So let's talk about Cash 5, please. Let's keep sending those winning tickets so I know how well you do. 2, 9, 23, 26, 33 was the Powerball number for April 20th, 2020. And the number that was skipped was from 10 to 19 was skipped. And nobody hit 5 numbers during that time. There were a couple of 4 numbers and a lot of 3 numbers and a lot of 2 numbers. So that's good. Now that, with that being said, we know that the first Invincible number did not get skipped, so that's a good thing. And so what number were matched? Let's look at the ticket: 9, 23, and 26. Now let's look at line B. Line 2 is line B. So the line number was 2, 9, 23, 26, and 33. 9, 23, 26 was matched. So line B matched 3 numbers. And the number that didn't get drawn was 2 and 33. So 9, 23, 26. The number that getting drawn was 2. So I had predicted 1. So the player bought 1, 9, 23, and 26. If this had been 1 instead of 2, 4 number would have been matched. And line E, 23, 26, and 1 also 2 number match. It could have been 3 number if this was 1 instead of 2. And also, we'll be moving on to the next topic, which is the Mega Man IDCQ system. These are systems that record. We know that 0, 1, and 3 were the blue box number. And let's see where the number stands in the Dster. The last night's winning combination was 28. As I said, they brought back the 8s. This released information that 7 would not get drawn. So Dster was predicted 7 did not get drawn. They predicted the 7 did not get drawn last night using the red Dster. Using the Dster, you could have played the 7, but using the red Dster, you're not allowed to play the digit 7 because the digit 7 did not get drawn. So as you can see, the red Dster is very effective. It predicted the 8 would have come back for last night's show, and it did. Now let's talk about the Dster first. The 28, quadrant 4, also in quadrant 1, but I'm going to only look at quadrant 4 because all the winning number was in quadrant 4, like I said. So I'm not going to even bother revealing where the number is in other quadrant is in that was drawn last night. I'm just only focusing on quadrant 4 because quadrant 4 was where all the winning numbers are at, even though they're number that appear in our quadrant also. 28. The next one was 30. Purple box. Blue box. 30. 31. Blue box. 35. Blue box. What else? 66. 66 was the Dster pair. So for those who got the breakdown, you know that 66 was the Dster pair, and it was kind of obvious because 66, that was the only double number in the Dster. Besides 22, that was the only number obvious in the Dster because 22 only appears one time, so there were only two double numbers in the Dster, 22 and 66. And since 66 has appeared more than once, obviously that should have been a co-Dster, and I should have known that. Should have matrix the 66 on all lines instead of few lines, and which would have helped if it was matrix on all lines. That 66 was kind of obvious as a double number. And then the special ball was 14. Blue box again. So 4 blue box number appeared last night, and the rest 2 numbers were in the regular Dster. So blue box was used massively last night's draw, no doubt. And you can see all numbers was in the quadrant 4 except for 31 and 14. So with 4 and 1 and this whole section, pretty much all the number was in quadrant 4, roughly. Yes. And let's use the Harun-El on the red Dster. How effective is the red Dster? Let's see what happens if you use the Harun-El on the red Dster. See how it changes the whole game plan using the Dster and versus the red Dster. Now, if you use the Dster, the whole thing changes. You can only play around the red digits in the purple box, or the purple box digits that are red. So you cannot use any black digit. And I reviewed last night's draw. Dramatically, last night's draw, I told you the 8 wasn't red, but then I finalized the whole setup of the Dster. When I finalized the whole setup of the Dster, the 8 was finalized as red because I had said during the end of the video, 8 would have come back. I see what number are in red because only white ball numbers would have to use red digit. The mega ball, Powerball do not have to use red digit. Let's see where the red digits are. 28, 30, 31, 35, 66, and 14. And as you can see, that's where you're focused on. If you notice the 7 over here wasn't red, why? Because I said the 7 probably wouldn't have come, and these are predicted it. These are predicted. So that means if you play quadrant 4, 37, 57, 67 would not have been used. So 3 number with the 7 would not have been used. And therefore you have predicted the jackpot if you had buy enough combinations using digit 1, 4 and this section. It would cost a lot less combination to cover the number that the lottery machine had drawn for last night. To get the jackpot of 200 million, you have to buy way less combination if you had realized that quadrant 4 and 1, 4 created all combination without the digit 7. So if you like the video, subscribe, donate, and share, and like my video. Also, please keep sending those winning tickets, and if you want to be added to the list for the Mega Man Powerball, email me for that also.